What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today, look at that headline right there. It's a theory: Tom Holland's Spider-Man might form a schoolboy crush on Brie Larson's Captain Marvel. Is anybody excited about this? Is anybody surprised by this? This is exactly what we speculated was their reasoning for wanting to keep Spider-Man in the MCU so passionately. Spider-Man is the #1 Marvel superhero. He always has been. I get that Iron Man's more marketable now, but Spider-Man is the face of Marvel. And instead of wanting to honor Spider-Man and build upon the Spider-Man mythology, they just want to use Tom Holland's Spider-Man to make Brie Larson more likable and more acceptable to the audience. Why? Because Brie Larson needs all the help she can get. Captain Marvel needed to be specifically and strategically placed to get the nod at the end of Infinity War and then release it a few weeks before Endgame. It was protected, and now using Spider-Man to make Captain Marvel more likable. This sounds right in line with what they've been doing. A new theory details that Tom Holland's Spider-Man might form a schoolboy crush on Brie Larson's Captain Marvel in Captain Marvel 2. The theory comes from Cheat Sheet, based on a rumor from We Got This Covered that Holland's Peter Parker will appear in either Captain Marvel 2 or Captain Marvel 3. We Got This Covered specifically notes that Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige wants Spider-Man in an upcoming Captain Marvel due to concern over the film's potential bottom line. YouTuber Doomcock echoed this rumor when he detailed that a source told him that Marvel would be planning to pair Captain Marvel and Spider-Man in order to humanize and balance Captain Marvel out. Do you remember that? And they went after Doomcock because they didn't like the fact that he was dropping truth, because it's exactly what it sounds like. Again, this has not been confirmed, but it's starting to sound exactly like Doomcock was 100% right. And Doomcock offered this up as a rumor. And here we go. The theory is primarily based off Spider-Man's brief interaction with Captain Marvel in Avengers Endgame. Captain Marvel arrives at the final battle by tearing her way through Thanos' flagship. After destroying the ship, she seeks out Peter Parker and retrieves the Infinity Gauntlet. Peter tells her, "Hi, I'm Peter Parker," to which she responds, "Hey, Peter Parker." However, they also point to the comics where Peter briefly went on a date with Carol Danvers in Miss Marvel 47. And there you see that. As you would expect in any superhero comic where the main story centers around a date, a number of low-level villains crash the party. However, Spider-Man and Miss Marvel are not deterred. They vacate their fancy, locally grown food restaurant in favor of a street vendor and his made-from-scratch chili and hot dogs. That actually sounds very good. Cheat Sheet theorizes that Parker might become enamored by Carol Danvers and Captain Marvel in Captain Marvel 2. They even note that the writer might actually use this infatuation for comic relief, displaying Peter Parker's reaction to Brie Larson's Captain Marvel. So, and then the theory, blah, 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 blah. It's kind of that's the gist of it right there. I find it hard to believe that they would have Peter Parker become infatuated with Captain Marvel so quickly after beginning a relationship with MJ in Far From Home. And the evidence from an obscure Miss Marvel comic and 2 lines in Avengers Endgame is hardly anything to go by. It's also a stretch when the MCU has not used any of Parker's primary love interest in the comics, like Mary Jane Watson, Gwen Stacy, or Felicia Hardy, aka the Black Cat. However, it's possible that Parker's schoolboy admiration for Tony Stark could be replaced with Captain Marvel. Kevin Feige did note that Larson's Carol Danvers would become the new face of the MCU. But then again, Parker is continually learning from his mistakes and maturing. He might still have the teenage awkwardness when it comes to dating, but he's definitely becoming more mature when it comes to his superhero duties. And one has to imagine he might have to grow up rather quickly, facing murder accusations from J. Jonah Jameson. That's a very good take on it right there from John. I'm not really buying into this theory at all, but given Marvel's Phase 4 announcements, it's also not that far-fetched of an idea either. What do you think of this theory? Do you think Peter Parker will develop a schoolboy crush on Brie Larson's Captain Marvel? What do you guys think? I think that, I don't know about the schoolboy crush per se, but I definitely think that they are going to use Tom Holland's Peter Parker to make Brie Larson more humanized and more likable to the audience, because she can't do it on her own. That's my theory on it. But I'd be interested to hear what you think in the comments below. I think they've already proven that they know Brie Larson's Captain Marvel needs all the help she can get. and they're going to have to strategically place this character and this actress in a good way so that she can be maximized by other potential characters or movies, much like Infinity War and Endgame kind of ended her movie and really elevated the platform that she was on. Not to mention just being part of Marvel in itself is good. But of course, all the characters are. But when you have that 6 weeks, 5-6 weeks before Endgame, that's a pretty amazing place to be. And so there's no doubt that helped to elevate the film. And now they don't have the Tony Stark pulling the ship, bringing all of the big bucks. The next best thing to him would be Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Even though I don't love the Spider-Man movies, I do love Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I don't love Homecoming, and I don't love Far From Home. I'm a Tobey Spider-Man guy. 1, specifically 2. 2 is still one of the greatest superhero movies of all time. I don't think Spider-Man 2 will ever be topped, at least in the near future. It's hard to say ever, but based on how Disney's doing it, as much as I love Tom Holland, I don't love what they're doing with the character, and I don't like the world that he inhabits. So, it'll be interesting to see. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later. Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.